Hi everyone, I'm going to be talking about Ole Evinrude today. So, who was Ole Evinrude? He was a entrepreneur and businessman who was known for creating the Evinrude outboard motor, which was a very big help to fishermen and everyday families who just wanted to get out on the water and enjoy themselves for the day. He was the oldest out of 11 children from his father, all brothers and sisters. He ended up spending most of his time on a farm, or in his childhood, most of his time during his childhood on a farm where he was very big into like the mechanics of the tools, so he'd always be looking into all that and wondering how it worked. He was a very hard worker as well. Some background on Ole Evinwood: he ended up founding his own company and was known for one of America's most honest and genuine businessmen. So he was known for his kindness and always being there for people during business catastrophes or anything like that. He was born in 1877 and died in 1934. He was born on a farm outside of Christiana, Norway, and ended up moving to America when he was only 5 years old in 1882. He spent the entire trip in the ship's engine room, so that kind of makes me curious if that's what makes him got into engines and made him love engines. Is just all that time you spend in that engine room on the way back to America. His family settled in Cambridge, Wisconsin, where he ended up dropping out of grade school at a young age because it was too easy for him. So he was known for being the smart kid in class, and he was a very hard worker, and everything kind of came to him very easily when it came to school. When he was returning from Wisconsin in the 1900s at the age of 23, he ended up opening his own pattern making shop, and in his spare time, he built his own horseless carriage, which he road tested on the roads in town, which is kind of funny. Just seeing a horseless carriage just going down the road, be like, oh, that's pretty cool. Some accomplishments he had. Although other inventors had experimented with the outboard motor as early as 1896, he was the first commercial success. So he was the one that got it out to the public and actually pursued the engine, making sure it worked. He ended up creating a new motor, which was a twin cylinder, 3 horsepower, 48-pound aluminum outboard motor, which was very popular among the public and the fishermen. In 1929, he started his own business by a three-way merge, forming the Outboard Marine Corporation, which was his first company he actually ever started. He was part of like smaller companies, but he wasn't really the owner of all of them. So that was a big accomplishment for him to actually be one of the owners in that company. When the Great Depression came, the company still survived from sale to sale, which kind of proves his dedication to actually keep the motor out there and kind of pursue what he still dreamed in his mind. Some fun facts: his first design was a 1.5 horsepower, 62-pound iron engine, which brought pleasure to many people boating and the fishermen as well. Because back in the day, most of the people were using oars to get around in the boat, so this was a huge help to actually be able to manually operate this thing and get around the water easier. He also ended up designing a horizontal cylinder, a vertical crankshaft, and a drive shaft with direct changing gears housed in a submerged lower unit, which was a very big deal back in the day because most things didn't have this and it ended up being considered very complicated. Um, Evan Wood's legacy survives in the outboard motor industry, and the U.S. military actually used this engine during World War II to get shipments around and kind of make travel easier. It has revenues of over $1 billion in 1995, which was a lot of money back in the day. So even though he has passed away, his legacy still lives on. The Evan Wood motor is still in production. A new company owns it now, so they're kind of keeping it up and going and keeping the kind of the engine or piece of American history still there, which is pretty cool. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out or text me or email me or anything like that. I can send you all the resources of where I found all this information. And yeah, please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.